Hey guys, quick side note before we start. In this video, it is the first time I am using my brand new camera. The autofocus is kind of annoying. I'm still working on this setup. This is not going to be forever. I am so sorry, but just deal with it for today. And in the future, I will get it sorted out. But yeah, it can get a little annoying and I'm just here to apologize. Okay, thanks. Enjoy the video. Bye. What's up, wave makers? It's Mommy Tsunami here. This is an exciting day. I finally got a camera. Now, the only thing is I got a mic to go on top. Because the autofocus is loud. So I don't know how this is gonna go. Hey, this is cool because look, I have my phone and I don't have to film on it anymore. Isn't that great? But dude, before we get going here, I need to give a huge shout out. You guys know that I have a P.O. box open and one of you guys sent me this candle. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like lavender. Look. It says, I don't care about your fucking pyramid scheme. So a huge shout out and thank you goes to the person who made this candle. Actually has an Etsy store and they're on Facebook and everything. You can find them. I have the links all in the description and stuff, but it's Questionable Candles Co. I mean, they have a few designs that are like MLM related, but they have other stuff too, like white elephant gifts. Nice candles with a questionable label. So it's really fun. I'm not being paid to say this or anything. I just thought that this was so cute, and hey, this is a time right now where we all should be supporting small businesses when we can. So if you're in the market for new candles, I haven't burned this one yet. I'm assuming they burn nice, but it smells so good. Their Etsy, you can like choose different scents. So if you don't like lavender, they have like a bazillion different scents too. I don't know. I think you guys should all go check out Questionable Candles Co. on Etsy if you are in a blessed enough position to support them. Sorry, my dogs. I say freaking go for it. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for sending me this. This is so cute and I hope that people can go and support Questionable Candles Co. because you want to talk about real small businesses that don't prey on people. Here you go. Questionable Candles Co. on Etsy. Do it. And I did check my P.O. box yesterday and there's just like so much cute stuff in there and I'm so excited. So keep it coming. I'm just so happy to have you guys all here. Alright, anyway. Top post this week on the anti-MLM subreddit says, it's a hard pill to swallow. If you have to pay to join a company, you aren't an employee, you're a customer. Seriously. We talked about this in the video I posted on Saturday, where we went through that entire Monat training, where the dude himself, I think he's like the senior vice president of Monat, he himself said, you are not an employee of Monat. It's true. Oh my god, is it raining? Happy heckin' Mother's Day, it's raining! I live in Phoenix, it doesn't rain here. This is amazing, oh my god, this is the best day ever. Okay, lip sense. Ooh, a hun saw the light.
I no longer use Insta to sell anything. It's safe to follow me again.
Aww. I mean, it's true because I had this same kind of experience when I was with Lime Life. I had like some of my closest friends unfollow me when I was with Lime Life, you know? It's just annoying. No one wants to be sold to all the time. Like, the point of social media is to stay connected, especially in times like this. It isn't often that I see a hun use the no option, but when I do, I definitely seize the opportunity.
If I went live and talked about how our bond can change your life, would you be interested?
These always show up and they're my favorite. It's just so funny because most huns don't even use the no option. Most of the time it's like, oh my god, yes, I'm so interested. And then the other is like, I would need some more information. Like, because there's never a yes and a no, because if you do put a no, this is what happens. Oh wow, we have another story this week, guys. Well, let's see how long this one is, because last week it was super long. Although a lot of you guys said you liked those, so this one's not that long. Especially with how high up it is. Text posts don't make their way up here very often, so we know they're good. Alright, this one's called, I managed to pull other half out of an MLM before it was too late. Oh good, okay. Hey Reddit. So feeling a bit accomplished today, I found out over the weekend that my other half signed up to this company that can generate her income from home. She told me it was Juice Plus. Oh no. We were saving for a wedding, so she wanted to get a bit of extra income to help. Bless her. Well, over the weekend I did some research into Juice Plus and found the shit show that it really was. Average on 2.7 of the Trustpilot, 3.5 on Amazon, and my other half had ordered a starter set and a monthly subscription of products so she could try them and then recommend them to other people. Well, as soon as I finished the research, I was determined we were going to get out of the MLM scam. She sat down with me and we went through everything. We're both based in the UK, so so we have a lot of consumer protection when ordering or doing stuff online. Well, that must be nice. We had a battle to fight through. On Monday, literally today, we rang up the first phone line to cancel the order of the product. The man who spoke on the phone said because it was a subscription, the 14-day cooling off period didn't apply. What? There was no right to cancel, and that we would have to outrun the subscription and cancel in 4 months. Not likely. I informed him I was recording the phone conversation, and my next phone call was going to be to the trading standards in the Juice Plus head office. He quickly canceled the order and refunded the money. 1 down, 1 to go. Next came franchise agreement, as she was a distributor of the products. Same thing again. I got told I wasn't allowed to cancel. She would need to provide all sorts of information that wasn't necessary, etc., etc. I'm recording this conversation. I'm asking you now formally to refund and cancel the contract under the Consumer Contracts Regulators 2013. Yes, sir, we will cancel that straight away for you. So overall, a great success. 2 out of 2 refunds gathered, fiance avoided being pulled into an MLM scam, and bank balance is theoretically just as healthy, though now need to wait to see if they keep the money, etc. Too long didn't read. There's hope of saving people from MLM schemes as long as you act quickly enough. I mean, I don't know if it's just because it's in the UK or whatever, but it shouldn't be that complicated to get a refund from any reputable company anyway. It shouldn't be that hard. When these companies make it that hard, like, you know it's sketchy. I mean, I understand being like under a contract, but yeah, I mean, these companies hide a lot of shit from you that you don't find out until after you join the company. So it's crazy because when I left Lime Life, it was so easy. Literally all I had to do was call them and be like, I'm done, and they were like, all right, and that was it. But anyway, good on these people. I'm glad they were able to get out. This is another shit post. Oh no, I hate this already. Netflix says, what's something you can say during sex but also when you manage a brand Twitter account?
Not to brag, but our coochie smells amazing.
That's fucking gross. Okay, coochie is the one that's like their shaving cream, right? I really wish they'd stop saying this though. This is like, it's so tacky, and like, you guys want to talk about empowering women and like professionalism? I don't know. I mean, I get like they're selling sex toys, but it's like, I don't think running around screaming that our coochie smells great is the way to do it. Pure romance. But hey, maybe that's just me. Oh boy, Beachbody. Being fake is just not my thing.
Hey girl. I know this is super random, but you never know who's interested or could benefit from this until you ask. There's 2 approaches. The fake I love your shirt or your kids are so adorable, or the straight up get to the point. And well, I'm an obvious kinda girl that cuts to the chase. Being fake is just not my thing. I run these virtual fitness challenges with a bunch of busy women from all across the country. We check into this private app, stream our workouts Netflix style, support, hold each other accountable, and best of all, kick ass together. What do you think? Does finger sound like something you would be into?
Being fake is just not my thing. As you send a mass copy-pasted message to me and probably tons of other people, obviously you never even really looked at my profile except to see that I was a woman and recently had a baby. Because if you actually looked at my profile, you would have seen that my husband died recently, very unexpectedly, leaving me pregnant with our first child. So not only are you probably trying to make money off of a new mom during a pandemic, but you've also just offended a recent widow. Please stop doing this and don't ever message me again. Thank you. It started out not sad. It started out cringy and gross, but that's really sad. See, that's the problem with cold messaging, is that you never know who you're gonna run into, you never know who you're about to talk to, and obviously you never know what someone's going through. The last thing someone needs when going through all this shit, even like without a husband who had recently died, just having a newborn baby, this is the last thing you wanna hear. Because it's really, really hard to get your body back into shape after having a baby while you're taking care of a fucking newborn. I really wish that Beachbody and any MLM, honestly, I really wish they would stop preying on new mothers, regardless of their situations. It's just not right, and it's not okay. Yeah, I'm sure we all want our pre-baby bodies back. I want my pre-baby body back, but I ain't ever gonna get it. But it's easier said than done. Like, try taking care of a newborn baby for like 30 seconds and then tell me how easy it is to work out every day. Hey girly, now you can join my team for the low price of only 90,000 bells, only 2 spots left. Oh my god, it's Sensi. That is so funny. These Animal Crossing memes like have me living. I just got terraforming on my island yesterday and it took up the entire day. It took up my whole Saturday. And I am just always so impressed with what some of these people do. Like, holy hell. Oh boy, Melaleuca. First time being snarky on an MLM post. Did I do it right? My response is the last one. Oh god.
I'm pretty pumped. Total adult moment getting excited about cleaning supplies. I just traded in all my crazy harsh chemicals for new ones. From cleaning my ugly tile floors to my shower and way more. And I can't wait to clean. Say what? Y'all should seriously check this out.
Got it.
What brand is it?
I can message you winky face.
Okay, I love Melaleuca.
Girl, sell me your harmful chemicals. I can't find disinfecting wipes anywhere and that bamboo scented method spray is my fave. I don't think that's snarky enough. But hey, it's pretty good. I don't know anything about Melaleuca. Actually, some of you guys have asked me recently to look into them, probably because I'm sure if they're selling cleaning products and stuff, they're probably all over social media with COVID. I don't even want to know how much more expensive that shit is too. And it's like people are struggling financially right now, but we're expected to throw out our rare disinfecting wipes to spend like 5 times more on your fucking Melaleuca bullshit. Like hashtag no. Oh goody. Not sure how much of an audience there is for this. When you're talking to a cute pop punk hun from Seattle on Insta and she turns out to be a boss babe. Oof, that's not very punk of her at all. Boss hun manner. Blink hun 82, modern boss babe. Fallout boss, 20 hun pilots, taking back Hyundai. Oh my. I need to send this to someone literally right now. I don't know if my friend Brooke watches these videos, but I'm literally sending this to you right now because I know you'll appreciate it. Alright, cool. So now that Brooke is sufficiently filled in, let's move on. No, that was beautiful. It takes a creative mind to come up with stuff like that. That's so funny. Cutco knives really thought they reeled one in. Dude, Cutco has really been bad right now. So many of you guys have been sending me, like, I just got this in the mail and it's like a letter for Vector. Can they just fucking stop?
We have really flexible schedules. He wasn't sure if you were looking for work but wanted to at least give you a shot at applying. Would you be interested in getting more info?
Hello, what company is this for?
It's called Cutco. Are you free to chat for 5 minutes to cover all the details?
Okay.
Hi, I just had one of my assistants try and call you.
Maybe there's better reception at the top of the pyramid.
They're illegal. Sorry someone misinformed you on that. Good luck.
Dude, no, like, Cutco is so bad and so predatory. I mean, I think part of it is probably because, like, people just got out of school, college. Vector / Cutco is always looking for people who would fall for, like, oh, it's just a summer job kind of thing, you know? The amount of Cutco shit that's out there right now is just, ugh.
Hey girl, I'm gonna be straight to the point. Do you wanna join my Monet team and make some freaking money from home or what?
Monet causes hair loss and MLMs are a scam. No thanks. Let's get straight to the point, dude. Oh, yeah, the title of this was I'm straight to the point as well. Yep, there we go. Hey, it's what needs to be done. I'm pretty sure they can't say this without linking the income disclosure statement, so great job, hun. Imagine getting that exact message, but then also underneath it, you're linked to an income disclosure statement. It's just not as effective, is it? Oh, wow, okay. There's another story here. Wow, okay. This one's pretty long, but again, we love our text posts here when they're good. All right, this one's called After 6 Years, I Left Rodan and Fields, partly because of the sub. I just wanted to pop in and I thank you all. I only say think because it's been a complicated, long journey. 6 years ago, I joined Rodan and Fields, and I was one of the stories you see. I messaged friends, posted several times a day on social media, had a hashtag BossBabe mug, won trips, earned huge bonuses, became level V circle, and celebrated when I became the top 2% in the company. I cringe when I look through this thread and see every tactic I did here. My story's a little different in that I never lost money. I used to share that all the time also. In my first month, I recouped my $999 investment. By month 5, I had enough for a down payment for a house, and up from there. I was living the life, and for the first time, I felt like I was part of a community that I could never imagine had any negative side effects. I made friendships I would have characterized as very clear. I did more self-development / self-discipline work than I ever had. I saw amazing people speak, like Mel Robbins, love her / hate her talk show, and Rachel Hollis. I now have come to hate her. I watched friends of mine publish books and become public speakers and open dream businesses. One friend I watched go from talking about the dog kennel to underemployed populations to achieving that. And I thought, yes, this is exactly where I belong. It all seemed so lighthearted and fun. I'm admittedly a terrible judge of character and love everyone and everything to begin with. So when I joined, I was a single mom to an 11 and 12-year-old, and my dad, who I and my kids were very close to, suddenly passed away. I was lonely, working at a job I hated, and in a terrible grief. I wanted to make money, sure, but what I really wanted was a community. Looking back, I realized that's what so many people want when they join MLMs. Community. I believed RNF was different. I earned more on customers than downlines. The company sent me leads. My upline was so supportive, and I always had little or big surprises or bonuses waiting for me. I don't know when it happened, but something turned dark. I don't know if it was a specific revelation or a specific moment. I had earned a cruise. Now, when you earn these things, you pay for travel, onboard expenses, and any extras. They pay for the base interior cabin. It was the first time I met many different people from different downlines, and for the first time I saw the big picture, and it was a lot of robots. The eyes, the smiles, the hashtag blessed. I realized then that I really didn't fit in the bigger picture, but I kept going. I liked my little circle. But at a certain level, you also get access to more information. It was like when you get older and you go back to your favorite restaurant and see the fraying on the seats and the yellowing of the signs. It's not as vibrant as you thought. I realized that numbers were aggregated to make a more appealing picture, that leaders were buying their titles, that those little tokens of appreciation I thought my upline did for kindness were actually paid for by the company. Speaking of uplines, remember the ones I said wanted to build a dog kennel? They did, and it was bigger and more beautiful than imaginable. But along with that came a bizarre, evangelical, almost maniacal Sermon on the Mount. Prosperity gospel. At least in the organization I was part of, Christian faith became intertwined with the business. It was very uncomfortable to me, and suddenly I started losing customers and teammates because of it. Also, as the country became more saturated with consultants, my organization became more frantic. My direct upline is known for being a little hard ass, but she turned into a mean person over time. I think when her paycheck crossed the $40,000 a month. About 3 years into the business, I had remarried, and we had a son. He was born after a miscarriage and about 2 months before our convention. I got 3 messages from 3 different uplines encouraging me to bring him to Vegas. I'm in North Carolina. Because imagine the photo op when I walked to stage to get my LV recognition with a baby. I was stunned and declined. After another miscarriage, I had just found out I was pregnant again when I was getting ready to go on another trip I earned. I went to the doctor the morning I was leaving and discovered that I was possibly losing that pregnancy too. My husband and I decided I would go ahead and go on this trip. I called my upline on the way. Her response? This friend I had known for 25 years? Oh my god, good. I thought you were calling to say you weren't coming. I miscarried in our hotel room a couple nights later. She never said a word. I realized then that things would never be the same. My business kept building, but I stopped hosting events, posting on Facebook, etc. I took a huge step back. I supported my team as they needed, but let the rest go. The calls and messages started. Turns out everyone's businesses in my org's upline was declining. Rodan and Fields was becoming oversaturated, and people, like all of you, were seeing through the usual sales tactics, and they were becoming frantic. They were dropping levels and titles. As a final Hail Mary, I earned yet another trip with about 20 other leaders, an all-expense-paid weekend at the Grove Park Inn in Asheville. When I say we were wined and dined, it was crazy. Beautiful monogram robes, Uggs, massages, facials, you name it. It was unreal. I later found out that corporate paid for it because so many level Vs were having a hard time maintaining their title and org volumes were shrinking. It was a nice weekend, but it felt icky. I felt like we were all being bought. Because we were. That was a year ago. I went to our convention a few months later and watched the company flub their Japanese expansion announcement. I just couldn't take it anymore. I had even had the opportunity to talk one-on-one with Dr. Rodan, and still I was unimpressed. I think you just don't realize what's going on when you're in it. For once, an overworked, overtired single mom was pampered a little bit. That's all I saw. I hope with all I had that the people in my downlines felt supported and given no promises to how it would all turn out. I'm still friends with everyone I signed, but I carry guilt. I wish I could take back the hope they might have felt. I wish I could have seen it all clearer. This is a novel, I'm sorry. I've never opened up about my experience. It wasn't all dark and gloomy, but that's why people get in so deep, isn't it? The feels right now, At this point, you all know my story and my issues with infertility and stuff. First of all, to hear someone who you supposedly considered to be a friend, like to hear them be like, oh, you're about to lose your baby? Sure, it's no problem. Just come on this cruise ship. It'll be fine. Like, okay, I relate to this woman in the way that when I had my second miscarriage, I was by myself. We knew it was coming because like I was bleeding for like 4 days. This is too much information, I know. But when the actual actual miscarriage happened. My husband was at work. I had Sparrow. She was like 2 at the time. She had no idea what was going on. Here I am by myself having a fucking miscarriage. I was just in the bathroom for like 2 hours. I just can't imagine being on vacation and just kind of inevitably knowing what's about to happen, because like I had the same thing. I was like out of work. Like I knew this pregnancy wasn't gonna last. It was only a matter of a few days before shit went south, and this poor girl went through the same thing, except she did it on vacation, on a cruise ship, on a time where she's supposed to be excited and happy. The lack of empathy from her upline. She probably went through the miscarriage by herself in that hotel room, and that is so sad to me. But I really like to hear these kind of stories come from people who are higher up in the companies, because we all hear our stories, you know, our stories where it's like, yeah, I joined and I made no money and it was bullshit. Well, when you hear from the top 1%, well, I guess she said the top 2% or whatever, but still, I mean, it's a pretty big accomplishment in the world of MLMs. To hear people who were actually successful, to hear their stories and their reasonings why they left, it's really eye-opening, because it goes deeper into really why these companies are just complete scum. It's really, really gross. I'm so glad that this woman was able to see the light and get out. I mean, I'm sure she's financially pretty well off for a good portion of the rest of her life. Telling her story here on the anti-MLM subreddit, like, I'm sure that that was a big step for her in her healing and moving on process. But damn, like, I'm happy for this woman. I'm sad for this woman. This was a really well written, and the story is just incredible. But she's right. You just don't realize what's going on when you're in it. Actually, this is kind of funny. It's off topic a little bit, but not really. So I posted that video of the Monate compliance webinar thing, and that day I got a message from a Monate consultant. She was like, hey, like, I just discovered your content because my upline was like posting your shit all over our private group chat and stuff, telling all of us to block you and all this stuff. And she's like, but I actually resonate with a lot of the things you're saying, and I want you to keep going and keep doing what you're doing. But the reason I'm talking about this is because that upline literally is just like telling her people to block people like me who are on the outside, who have information that really would be beneficial for them to hear, but it would fuck up her team, you know? She doesn't want anyone hearing the other side of things because they're in it. This is why you don't always realize what's going on when you're in it, because you have uplines like this trying to shut people like me down. I don't know. This story was really good, and I hope this woman is able to move on. Anyway, well, those were some long stories and stuff, my friends, but I think it's about time to just get into thanking my beautiful, wonderful, amazing patrons, which I'm still gonna hold a giveaway for merch. I just haven't really figured out the best way to go about doing it, but stay tuned, because it'll be at the end of a video one of these days, so just keep your ears open, you know? But for now, I want to say a gigantic thank you to Michelle Matthews, Irene Nordeed, Amanda McMahon, Corey Allison, Diane McIntyre, Maria Burchett, Molly Wasilewski, Whitney Gregory, Katrina Rosmarek, Elizabeth Wyatt, Jenny Ruby, Rachel Elliott, Oren, April Lindblom, Bobby, Ashley Nichols, Tuesday the 13th, Justin Kelsey, E. Higgins, Muir Family of 7, Savannah Krakoskis, Maddie, Boris Geller, Meredith Nakata, Rachel McHenry, Desiree Lopez, Matt Douglas, Molly Bresson, Vandus Closet, Kim Cartwright, JP Eugenio Schaefer, Maddie Darley, Kelly Creffield, and Real Fly, Real Eyes, and to the rest of my amazing patrons. You guys are the real MVPs, no matter what your pledge is. And even, you know what, even if you're not a patron of mine, you're still an MVP, because you're here and you're you, and you are making waves, babes, and I am so grateful to have you here. Just a reminder, I got my P.O. box open. It's open for whatever you guys want to send me. A lot of you have been sending me some of your old MLM stock, which I just got a new one in yesterday. I'm not gonna reveal what it is yet, but it's gonna be fun. You guys already know I'm doing an Arbonne one coming up soon, and now I have another one lined up, so I'm so excited. But anyway, yeah, P.O. box, all that stuff is all down in the description below. Send me shit, whatever you want. With that all being said, keep making waves, babes, and I will smell you guys later. Mama Tsunama, out.
Also, today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. I know you guys are going to be seeing this after Mother's Day, but Mommy Tsunami wants you to know that I appreciate all of you guys. Okay, thanks, bye.